The last 2 weeks I spent a lot of time working on fixing stuff in assembly and in Sketcher. So I made quite a lot of pull requests to FreeCAD directly to fix bugs and crashes and weird stuff happening in assembly and also in Sketcher. And so I wanted to give you a small overlook on the changes that are happening in the assembly workbench. So I won't go through the list of bug fixes because that's kind of annoying. I will just show you the new features. So the first one is this one, it's called the Task Watcher. So you have one in part design already, so it's workbench specific. And so when you go to assembly now, you have uh, this watcher. So the first thing is that if you go to a workbench that have no assembly, then it will. Oh, let me. What is not? It will show create assembly. So that's basic, and then it gives you contextual, like what you can do at that point, basically. And what is very nice is that if your assembly is not active, then it shows you activate assembly. And I think for a lot of users, it's not obvious that you have to activate the assembly by double clicking it. And so I think this is like going to help a lot for new users. So you click activate assembly, and then you see you have like all the kind of stuff that you can do, which is based on the content of your assembly. So for example, you have like insert component and so on. So yeah, so it's nice because, so let me see here, I have a new assembly. So you see I have insert component and stuff. Let me put a small cube in here. Let me put it out of the assembly. So you see if I go back to assembly, now I have insert component and I can add my body. If I do not ground it, you see now I have toggle ground, so that's nice. So I can select it and toggle ground. And now, well, I can insert a second component, and then it will show me like all the kind of joints, right? And it does not show me the simulation, like the simulation tool, because for the simulation tool you actually need like a revolute joint or something like that. So but if you have it, then you see I have the create simulation as well. So that's it about the task watcher, which is a nice improvement, I think, for the new users. And then also we have a few changes for the joins. So for example, this fixed join, before you had like an activated property, which was like specific to the assembly workbench. So this has been replaced by the suppressed property, which is a core mechanism into FreeCAD. So this is not specific to assembly anymore. And what is nice is when you toggle it, then you have like the name that is strike through, and also the icon also is so you have a visual feedback that is deactivated, right? And one thing to know is that if you make a suppressed joint in 1.1, and you activate like the suppression, like you deactivate the joint by using this. If you open back the file in 1.0, then it will not be deactivated because it's not the same property, and we cannot really change like the old property in. Well, anyway, so there's that to know. Um, and then the other cool thing is that now the joints that are not connected do not print warnings, but instead they will show it. So you see I deleted the grounded joint, and now you see I have this icon which is the same as unattached sketches. So basically this tells you, like this small overlay here is telling you that the joint is not connected, so that these three joints are not connected to the ground, right? So let me see. So for example, if I remove not this one, but which one? If I remove only this one, then I have only one joint that is unconnected, and it's that joint, right? And so this joint is unconnected. So that's about it for the visual changes. Then we fixed I fixed quite a few bugs, and I will keep working on bug fixing, right? So in the coming weeks, I hope there will be more and more bug fixes so that the workbench is more stable and easier to use and so on. So that's about it for today. Yeah, so all those changes and bug fixes are available in AutoCAD, but also in FreeCAD, because all of those changes have been pulled directly into main FreeCAD, right? So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.